Original super shoe, Nike Vaporfly NEXT %3. People choice race day shoes. Will it live up or not? Let's find out. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Kevin. Today we're going to have my first impression review on this Nike Vaporfly NEXT %. This is the origin of the super shoes, the carbon plated super shoes. Before we start, disclaimer, no one pay me any money or give me the shoes for the review. I purchased the shoes by my own money for the purpose of the review. In this video, I'm going to talk about the specs of the shoes, the overview of the shoes, and how I feel the shoes on my first run, and also like and dislike about the shoes. Feel free to move around on the timeline below. Let's go through the spec of the shoes. For my size, US 11.5, the shoes weigh at 228 grams. At the stack height on the heel at here is 40mm. At the front here is 32mm, so make the shoes 8mm drop. So the shoes have a carbon fiber plate. You can see through the hole below here, and at the side here you can see the carbon fiber plate. So it's a very rigid racing shoes. So for the form, it's using the magic form, the Zoom X form. So you can see some cutout over here on the shoes and some like a fin on the bottom of the shoes. For the upper, it's using a fine knit upper. Is a very ventilated, so you can see the hole is very ventilated upper around the shoes. On NEXT %3 is a neutral racing shoes. For the fitting, it's true to size. I'm using a same size as the version 2. Same US 11, that's just enough space and roomy around the shoes. Let's look at the upper of the shoes. The upper, they're using a brand new fly knit upper. Is a very ventilated, and there's a lot hole on the shoes that they are right under the rain, thunderstorm, that not much water within in the shoes. The water just came in and go out from the shoes. And moving forward on the shoelace, you can see some plastic around the shoelace right here. This is some sort of like reinforcement on the lace area. So for the lace, it's quite long, so you can see the lace quite long for the shoes. And the tongue here quite weird. Something that I'm not really like is this tongue. It's a very big tongue and it's quite flappy with some small amount of padding at the tongue. And moving to the heel collar here, so you can see there's some reinforcement on the heel collar, so it's very hard to bend over here and have a very nice lockdown on the heel here. So on the back of the heel here, there's some light padding around the shoes, so you won't crush by the plastic on the back. Let's move to the form area. Definitely Nike using the Nike Zoom X form, the magic form, high responsive, high energy return form at here. So you can see at here there's a lot of pattern around the form. There's a triangle cutout, so you can see the carbon plate over there. I'm not sure this is for the saving width or what. There's a triangle cutout on this side. The other side there's no, but you can see there's a lot of redesign like a fin around the shoes. So for this plate, you can see the glue between the two form is from very lower to the ground and slowly going up to the shoes. Seems like the plate are much more lower to the ground like the version 2 and version 1. Let's go to the bottom of the shoes. First thing I noticed is you can touch the fly plate over here. So you can see the triangle cutout, you can touch it, the carbon fiber plate. And the upper at here, they're using a brand new rubber. The pattern you can see is square type all the way on the front. Then have something like a shark fin all the way back to the shoes. Same as the two supporting rubber on the shoes. The shoes are less pointy compared to the version 2 and version 1. And one thing I noticed is the rubber of the shoes are thinner. If you compare to the version 2, even these shoes already 750 km, so you can see the rubber are quite thick compared to the version 3. I bring the shoes out for 2 different occasions. The first one is the Australia 13 km highway run. Heavy downpour, raining like cats and dog, flood, water pond, and the shoes are performing up to the standard, and there's no slippery around the shoes. The shoes just run through and the water retention is not that much. The water just came in and go out from the upper. And the second occasion is I run on a sunny day. It's quite a tricky up and downhill, and the shoes able to perform on it. There's no slippery when I go uphill or downhill for the shoes. Let's talk about what I like about the shoes. The first one is the breathable of the upper. You can see the amount of holes around the shoes. There's a lot. It's very breathable for the shoes. The wind just go in, especially we living in Malaysia. The climax of the Malaysia is quite hot. The shoes is very breathable, and also the rainwater just came in and you wouldn't absorb much. Water just go back out of the shoes. The second line is the thickness of the shoes. More cushion on these shoes compared to the version 2. So the shoes have much more cushion, so have much more Zoom X for the energy return, and is quite soft and comfortable during the run. The third one is the stability of the shoes. Even the shoes have 40mm side height and taper down at the arch area here, the shoes didn't move much. It's quite stable, so you can see it didn't twist much. When I run down the hill on the tight corner, it doesn't give me much issues and quite stable on my landing during the downhill. The fourth one is the comfort of the fitting, because of the stretchable of the Flyknit and the cushion on the Zoom X form. The fit are really nice, and I didn't feel any hot spot during my 2 sessions of the run. The last one definitely is the lightweight of the shoes. 228 grams for my size. A racer like this is a fast race day shoes. There's a like, there's always a dislike. The first dislike is this tongue. This tongue, I'm not sure why it's so long. When I fit into my leg, this part is come out standing in front of my shin. So you can see the pictures right here. It come out in front of my shin. Even though I try to release it back properly to fit my shin at the middle of here, after some kilometer, it just moved to the side, and this part are just standing in the middle again. So it's quite annoying, this part coming out. The second dislike is the durable of the shoes. The shoes already went through, I think, around 30 km. So you can see the stud here are just shaving off because of the rubber are quite thin on the shoes, front and the back of the shoes. So they are worn out very fast. If you compare to the version 2, you can see the rubber are quite thick compared to this. So you can see side by side, thicker on the version 2. Even same as the back rubber are quite thick compared to the version 3. So are quite thin, the rubber at the back here. So the durable, and we're paying 995 ringgit for this pair of shoes, and the durable are quite less. How I feel the shoes after my first and second run. I just feel the shoes is very fast and responsive as usual, because of the carbon fiber plate and the Zoom X form. The shoes are just very fast on my race day and my second training day. The high cushion of the shoes give me a very comfortable and very nice upper fit. I quite like the shoes, just only dislike on the durable on the bottom. Most probably I will having a additional rubber on the bottom just to expand the shoes life of it. How I'm going to use this shoe? Definitely on my speed day, speed workout, tempo, interval, or speed long run. And I'm going to use on my upcoming MPE highway half marathon. All the while I'm using Nike Vaporfly because of this shoes cushion and the responsive they given by the shoes. Definitely I'm going to try it out on the half marathon. So that's all for my first impression review. See you guys on 200 km.